Welcome back to the second round of my team OTB chess competition. Today we're gonna be playing against the team of veterans. I'm most likely to play a FIDE master unless he doesn't come. But yeah, I don't know what to expect. I mean, I did some prep. I'm heading out right now. I'll see you after the game, and hopefully you will enjoy the analysis, and hopefully my team will win, and hopefully I can win the game. So let's go. Guys, it's game number 2 for myself and game number 3 for my team. We were playing, as I said, against Team of Veterans, and to my surprise, I got not the strongest guy on their team. So they had a FIDE master who played the first 2 games. He lost both of them, and I was honestly expecting, because we are one of the favorites in the event. But to my surprise, they put another guy on the first board. Very nice guy. We had a nice chat before the game and after the game as well. So let's see what happens. He's rated 1960 FIDE. He was over 2000 at some point, but he hasn't been playing for a while. So, and he told me after the game, he's like, "You'll probably crush me, so let's just have fun." Yeah, I mean, just a nice guy. So I play d4. I mean, who is familiar with my channel and with my game, you probably know that I most of the time start with d4. But this year, guys, I think it's time to kind of try to play new openings, trying to explore new positions, because I've been playing d4 my whole life. I mean, I played d4 London system at some point, but I think right now it's a good time to switch and try to play classical Queen's Gambit positions, maybe Catalan, maybe something else. So, you know, I'm just trying to explore new things. I think I'm at a level where I am capable of playing well, even something that I'm not familiar with. So I play d4, and I kind of knew before the game, no matter who comes to the board, I'll play d4 and then play c4. So he goes c6, c4, d5, and we have Slav defense. So you can play knight c3 here, you can play knight f3, which I played in the game. Doesn't really matter. You can even play c takes d5 going for a change Slav. You can play e3 and then knight c3. So there are just a wide variety of options. So I go knight f3, and after knight f6 I play g3. It's called Slav Modern Line. I mean, I was just trying to maybe transpose to some Catalan positions, because let's say he plays g6. So g6, okay, g6 is not a bad move. It's one of the best options in the position, but let's say something like e6, bishop g2, bishop e7, then castle, queen c2, b6, knight bd2, and then basically we're transposing to the main Catalan positions, so e4, d4, so-called traditional variation. So I would be happy to play this one, but okay, I mean, I saw g6 and I was like, okay, let's play g6. So bishop g2, bishop g7, I go castle, and now knight c3. So I'm already kind of telling him to take on c4. I believe in my files I have knight d5 move, and yeah, the position is equal, and after knight bd7 or something like that, I can even try to play f4. But apparently it's not as good, just knight c3, and then let's say e6. I believe now I have f4, yes. And now it's actually a good position, and I believe I looked at even something like this. And white have a beautiful center, and overall probably a very good position. So he played knight bd7, and I immediately jumped with knight d5. And knight d5 came to my mind just because I saw a lot of transposition ideas. Apparently c takes d5 is best, and then I'm playing bishop f4. But you know, at that point I was like, I'm not quite familiar with this position, so I'll play something that, you know, I at least saw at some point. So I play knight d5, d takes c4, knight c4, and he goes knight b6. And now it's very important to kind of analyze what black want and what white want. So I believe white have a better piece placement and just a better control of the position, while black will have to, yes, get control of d5, try to maybe go bishop f5, and then try to make sure e4 square is controlled, otherwise I'll play e4. So in this position, of course, I can really simplify the life for black just by playing knight b6, and then after queen b6, okay, rook d8 is coming. Black traded their very bad knight from b6 to this beautiful knight on c4. So of course you don't want to do it. So after knight b6, I am not allowing trade. I'm going back knight d5, because now he has to come up with a way to actually play with this knight, because my ideas might include a4, a5, and then knight will have to go somewhere. Once knight comes to d5, I might consider going e4, and then b takes e3 and have a beautiful center. So he goes bishop e6, he has a smart idea, he's trying to go knight c4, and I decided to go e4. At least I'm disallowing this knight d5 or bishop d5 opportunity for black. He goes knight c4, that was smart, he's trying to trade. Here I thought of f4 for a while. Again, knight c4 really simplifies everything for black, because here again it's less pieces, more space, so it's not too bad. So, and when you have more space, when you have this beautiful center, of course you shouldn't trade pieces. So I go back knight f3, and now he goes bishop g4. He's trying to put pressure on f3 knight, he's trying to put pressure on d4 pawn, and I go b3 attacking the knight, which is the best move. And now he plays a bit weird queen a5. I mean, I didn't even consider this move before playing b3, because I was like, okay, queen a5, I'll come up with the ways to protect the knight in c3, and it should be a good position for me. So apparently the best was to play knight e2, which I didn't quite understand why it's best, but after knight b6 I have some knight e5, attacking the bishop, and for some reason bishop e2 is now the best move. If bishop e6, I believe, yeah, you might potentially have, but yeah, bishop actually doesn't have anywhere to go. So I would actually try to play something like rook d8, or maybe this rook, just because bishop on c8 potentially. But after knight g4, a4, yeah, it's just because of the space. I mean, now you gotta consider some tactics. With bishop d4, it looks like knight d4 and d5, but there is knight, so white wins the game. So, but instead, I played queen e1. I thought queen e1 makes a lot of sense, and I played queen e1 for a reason, because I started calculating queen e1. What he wants to play after queen e1? Of course, something like queen h5. The best would have been knight a3, and that's the move that I actually underestimated, because now knight is coming to c2, and I kind of have to take on a3, and unfortunately I'm playing against two bishops, which is not so good, and something like knight d2, knight c4. So I gotta watch out for these things in the future, because yeah, knight f3 was extremely strong. But he plays queen h5, and I kind of baited him to play queen h5, because I kind of knew he wanted to go for this move. Now this knight is under attack, still is under attack, but if I take immediately bishop f3, and once again, black managed to trade one piece off the board, so I tried to come up with something which will make it difficult for black. So I attack one more knight, so now there are two pieces under attack. So he goes knight d7, and now I play knight g5. And the idea behind queen e1 is that after f3 and g4, queen cannot go to save h4 square, it cannot go to h6 due to some discovery attacks. So queen e1 was just performing the role of attacker, kind of, you hide it in the forest, and you're waiting for the bear to come out, and you'll... So knight e5, he sacrifices the knight because he had almost no choice. After knight e5, I play a free attack in the bishop once again. If bishop goes anywhere, g4, discover attacks, it's a win. So he goes knight d3, that's a smart move. And now the best was to play after g4, but I was like, knight d1, I have to take, he goes bishop c3. I was like, I can't say I'm too lazy to calculate, but I was like, let's say if I play rook b1, so here there's bishop d4, I'm supposed to play bishop b2, which is kind of insane in a way. And after takes, this under attack, potentially bishop h3, knight f7, bishop b6. So a lot of ideas to win, but I go queen d2. I thought it's a bit simpler. So he goes takes, now the best would have been bishop f5, and now g4, queen h4, which is, a bit wild, because now after g takes f5, queen d4, queen c3, and so on and so forth. So I take, and now this bishop is still under attack. Bishop, he decided not to go back, even though it was probably best. But after h6, I now have knight f7. I played knight h7, I was like, can this knight can somehow be caught? But I mean, I play knight h6, I play knight g4, so bishop goes back. I mean, knight h6, knight g4. I keep the knight. So he goes rook f7, I take, king g4, and now rook f7, king f7. And of course, I could have gone for an endgame, but I was like, okay, I have queen. His king is extremely weak, so I'll play queen f3. My rook is coming up, so it will be tough to defend. He goes king g5, I go rook f1, king e8, and after queen e6, he admitted his loss. We had a nice chat after the game, as I said. You know, he told me he enjoyed the game because it was quite tactical, quite interesting, a lot of different attacks and so on. But yeah, after losing the first game in the event, my team ended up losing 4-0. We ended up beating 4-0 in this round. So we lost 4-0, we won 4-0, and in the next round we have a very kind of strong team, I would say. We still have to beat them, but let's see what happens. And see you soon. Enjoy. Bye bye.